Which is there's no such thing as triple X.
Yeah.
That's something that was conjured up by the porn industry.
Yeah.
It's either R or NC-17 or it's X. But it's not triple. There's no such thing as triple X, or so they tell me.
Well, I guess, actually, as far as that goes, I happen to know that they do that according to what's happening in the porn, and if you use toys or things like that, it ups the rating.
No.
This proves your theory.
No. Once you get an X rating, you get an X rating. It's not. It's not whether there's a lesbian scene or a double-ended dildo scene. Boy, I'm getting excited now. Okay. Kira, that's retarded. All right. So anyway,
but more importantly, your distrust of yeah.
All right. How much do you weigh?
Me, probably about 150, 165, somewhere in there.
Yeah. How tall are you?
You're fat.
Drew, please.
Fat?
Drew, please.
Oh my God. I'm 5'10".
Oh, you're a lot of gal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've never had any complaints.
No. Who's going to complain? They're scared you'll kick their ass.
So you've had relationships with men that have been gratifying, successful?
Well, here's the thing. I have plenty of guy friends, but they're just friends. But then when I want to actually have sex, I can't be friends with him or date him.
Yeah.
He just has to be like a boy toy.
Right.
And no kind of commitment.
Where's Daddy?
At home.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah.
Do you love him?
Of course I do.
All right. You have no problems with him?
No.
Not an alcoholic?
No, he's very strict Mormon. He doesn't smoke, drink coffee, drink caffeine, anything.
That's its own form of alcoholism.
No, it's not.
Crazy religious people.
He is
born agains, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses. It's its own form of sort of effed up addiction.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that may have screwed you up. Are you Mormon?
No.
Why not?
I found it a little too constricting for my broad beliefs in.
Right.
That didn't create a conflict in your family?
I'm sorry?
That didn't create a conflict in your family?
A little bit, but...
A little bit?
My parents respect me as a person enough to... They still kind of, send the missionaries around looking for me and stuff whenever I move or whatever, but they're not being like...
How about you try a relationship on, see if you can get close to somebody?
Well... the guys that I'm close to, I just do not...
All right.
Here's the way to think of it.
What do you want us to say?
But here's the thing. Men are pigs. Men are sexually over-preoccupied. But...
Be glad you have something to lure the men in.
Yeah, but...
If not for those big jugs, what would it be?
They're not necessarily bad. That's because that's their orientation, that's their biology. It doesn't make them bad people.
Look at those boobs as the cheese inside a rat trap.
Well, what I wanted to know is, would it be better with something like that to just get a reduction so I don't get the attention?
No. Maybe. What, you're 21, you're 170 pounds?
160.
Just maybe lose some weight.
It was 150 to 160 last time. I could work.
You don't right to 170. Good God.
I could get you up to 165. How dare you? All right, why don't you see about losing 15 or 20 pounds? See if some of the boob goes away.
Well, no, actually, even when I was smaller, I still had huge boobs.
Slow down.
Sorry.
Like how old?
Well, I was C by the time I was 12.
Shh, don't talk.
Are you done?
Okay.
And when did you get to D?
By the time I was in 10th grade, I think.
14?
I'm sorry?
15?
Right around there.
About 15. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm done. All right, Kara?
Yes?
There are a lot of good guys out there.
Right.
There's a lot of good guys who don't like big jugs.
They're under the influence of a certain hormone, but they're good guys.
Yeah, a lot of crazy guys who don't like big jugs. And listen, all you screwed up broads, there are plenty of decent guys out there. You're not attracted to them, but they're out there. Think about that for a minute. Chris?
Hello.
You're 17.
Hello. Hey, Dr. Drew and Adam.
Yes?
I'm sorry. I just want to say that I love listening to you guys on NRK up here in Portland, and I'm a loyal NRK sucky, and I haven't missed your guys' show for too long to count.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. My problem is I seem to be attracted to older women, and I know this isn't normal, obviously, and I was wondering if there's, counseling I should be going to or anything.
How much old are we talking about here?
Well, not, greatly, but, late 30s.
Yeah.
How old are you?
17.
Have you had any success with women?
No, I've been too... I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I've been too, afraid to try a relationship or anything.
I don't think you should, because anyone you could pick at that age is going to have issues themselves. They're not going to take you very seriously. But women are great at that age.
Well,
they really are.
If they do take you seriously, they're flawed.
Right.
So it's a catch-22.
And if they don't take it seriously, it's also because they've had some bad experiences.
But maybe you could catch that interim sex craze.
Yeah, but
he's got divorced.
But he's really
mommy.
He's got he's got something going on.
Chris is going to latch on with both hands and both teeth when he gets himself a woman finally. You a virgin, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Just work in and around your age. Women, they're older.
Are you attracted to women in their late 30s because you're having difficulty with the 16, 17-year-old variety?
No, I don't think it's that. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Can't you can see there's something special about that age group.
I'm sorry?
It's nice that we live in a time when that is becoming very attractive.
I just wanted, well, he won't be attracted to it when he's 38.
Yes,
He'll want to bang a 14-year-old, ironically.
Should I be going to therapy or anything?
No.
That couldn't hurt. Hey, Chris.
Yeah?
See if you can have a little success with some of the chicks in your high school.
I think that's the bottom line.
Yeah, start there.
Okay.
Build your confidence.
You get away from fantasy and back down to reality.
What are you into? You into fantasy?
Oh, yeah, I daydream quite a bit.
Yeah. You do a lot of excessive masturbating?
I tend to.
Yeah, what are you good for a day? What can I put you down for?
Oh, no more than 2 a day.
Oh, well,
I'm not excessive.
Yeah, fairly light for a 17-year-old.
He's a jogger.
Yeah. And
I'm working up to Adam status.
I see. Thank you.
You got a ways to go there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And also, are women attracted to you?
Yeah, but I don't really. I mean, I've had friends that told me they know chicks who have, but I've never really.
I predict
after it.
I predict college will be a whole new world for Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when Chris is going to come into it.
That was the prediction when I was in high school, except for...
you never went to college. If you had you gone...
big mistake.
Oh, I ran to a guy that knows you today.
Yeah, carpet cleaning is going to be a whole new world for you, they said, as I left high school.
Tall guy said he was Ray's best friend.
What kind of guy?
I ran to a guy that knew you in high school. Another guy. People knew you all the time.
Yeah.
Ray's best friend in high school.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lafferstat, something like that.
Oh, Jim? Where'd you run into him?
In Santa Monica?
What was he doing?
Sitting at a bar.
What were you doing at a bar in Santa Monica?
Doing an extra thing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Was he drunk?
No.
Huh.
What's his name?
I don't know. Retzlaff?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, good guy. Yeah, he was a good guy. Mike?
Ray's friend?
Yeah, Adam.
Mike, you're 21. What's up?
Yes. First of all, I want to tell you that you are correct about the X rating. There is no such thing as triple X.
Thank you.
I had a question on a comment you made the other day about abortion possibly being overturned if Bush should happen to get in office and appoint the right people.
Mm-hmm.
You said that people in America basically wouldn't stand for it. I was just wondering what you meant.
I think it would be a step backwards, and I think I don't think it would work in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it would fly. I don't want to liken it to segregation, but it's almost that way. There's certain things that I look at as a step backwards from a societal standpoint. And, like, put it this way. I think marijuana will probably be legalized somewhere in the next 20 years. And I think once it's legalized, it'll never go back. And I don't think it'll ever go back to prohibition. And I don't think we'll ever go back to, women not being able to vote. Although if there is a movement, I'd like to spearhead that one. The point is...
You were looking for landed people only. Landed gentry.
Yes, only people who own land.
Yeah, landed gentry, though.
Yes, they have to be gentry.
Yeah.
They have to have a handlebar mustache and wear top hats. And tails to dine just on a weeknight. That's what I'm looking for as far as the voters go. Good, Drew. Write that down. No, Mike, I really do think that there's certain things that are sort of progressive and almost built into a society. Mm-hmm. And if you take a look back 100 years or even 20 years or 50 years, you can see how we've moved along in certain directions. I really think abortion is one of those things. I know there's some fires that need to be put out every once in a while, and once in a while some Pat Robertson type starts spouting off or something. But I could never see it, especially with the majority of people on this in the United States being women, even though it's a small percentage. I could never see it going back. I just couldn't see it. I don't think it would happen. I really don't. And I know people like to worry in an unnecessary way about a lot of things. And I think a lot of it is just so it can help them make their point. We can't let Bush get in there. If Bush gets in there, he's going to point these guys to the Supreme Court, and abortion will be legal. And the next thing you know, people are being back alleys.
You know what?
No, it's always at night, by the way. It's never, first off, it's never front alley or side alley. It's a back alley. And it's never during the day. It's at night. And there's some back alley. And by the way, what goes on in alleys anymore? I think it's just dumpsters. And nothing goes on in alleys. Things used to go on in alleys, guys. Shooting craps, murder, abortions, drug deals. Always the back dark alley.
Dancing and singing.
And
West Side Story.
Your daughters going into these dark back alleys and getting illegal abortions from some unsavory character with the use of a coat hanger. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
So do you think it would be kind of like, the war on drugs? They still claim they're trying to do something about it. I mean, if it should switch over, but, they really can't do anything about it.
I think once you give people freedoms, you cannot take them away.
Sorry.
And we learned our lesson with prohibition, or I thought we learned our lesson with prohibition.
It's interesting. The Clinton administration actually taught me something. I was really scared when he got elected. I could see in the president, in Mr. Clinton, all the things that he eventually did. I even wrote a letter to myself and sent it to myself about stuff I expected him to do.
Hold on.
I did.
Sent it to yourself?
Yeah, so it's still sealed somewhere.
Couldn't have put it under your pillow?
No, because somebody could say, hey, you wrote it last night. It's postmarked and sealed.
Why didn't you just take a picture of the letter with a current newspaper next to it?
Could do that. But the point is, the point of my point is...
Oh, I guess you could have gotten an old paper and putting it by the letter and taken it recently.
But this is in relation...
But then there's carbon dating.
This is in relation to him, as people worrying about things unnecessarily.
Yeah.
He did not disappoint. He did not disappoint. He delivered on all the things I expected and yet had a good presidency.
Drew, go get that letter.
I got to find it. I've been looking for it for a while. Where the hell it is.
You didn't really do that, did you?
Yeah, I really did that because I was convinced about his certain psychological features about him.
Can you send a letter to yourself from your own house, or do you have to go down the street?
And I was scared. I thought I'm going to send this just so we can look back and see if what I think they have. He did not disappoint, and yet I admired his presidency.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good 8 years. It was okay.
How'd you address it, dear Drew, dear me, dear sirs?
I don't remember.
Don't remember.
Long time ago.
You're sincerely me. No. And did you send it from your house? Can you do that?
Yeah.
You send a letter to yourself from your house?
Yeah,
when you put the outgoing mail out in the box?
I think I mailed it. I think I put it somewhere.
You'd have to. Because the postman would just leave it there, right?
Probably.
Well, maybe you just collect everything, and then it'd go into a sorter and then get back to you. I'm going to look into that.
We're going to break.
Have you sent anything else to yourself that we need to know about?
Not lately.
I see. No warranties? No, nothing, no subscriptions to magazines or anything, nothing else you've sent to yourself? Morgan?
Yes?
Are you going to send a letter to yourself when Bush gets in there?
No.
No, you won't do it, Drew?
No.
I see. Just Democrats? What if Gore gets in there? Will you send a letter to yourself?
I don't have a strong feeling about these guys.
I see. Boy, you say you don't have a lot of time, but there you are. You're your own pen pal. You realize that?
Yeah.
You're corresponding with yourself.
It was 8 years ago.
Nice. Morgan?
Yes.
All right, you're 21. What's up?
Yeah. A couple of days ago, I went down on my boyfriend, and I swallowed, and it was my first time doing that. And since then, I've been having a lot of, stomach pains and stuff like that. I don't know if that would have anything to do with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably not. That was how long ago?
That was about 3 days ago.
No.
Psychological.
Yeah, just your freaking out about having done so might give you some
Is he an Italian guy?
Is he Italian? No.
No. All right, you got no problems.
What would Italians do?
I don't know. I just like to single out a race every once in a while.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm Italian, so I can say what I want.
Yeah.
Hi, Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
God bless you.
Good.
All right, spit it into the toilet from now on.
By the way?
Yeah.
I grew up a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, man. See, and look at you. Swallowing gallons of semen.
That's why
you can't get enough semen.
So you are anxious
You
about
live off semen, don't you?
No longer anymore.
But you're anxious about this kind of thing, right? That's where all that anxiety is from, and that's where the abdominal cramp is coming from.
Yeah.
There you go.
Relax. You're fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Two things. I painted offices with Andy, the Jehovah's Witness, first jobs. I've had some of the world's worst jobs. And as you know, it's why I hate my family, because I feel they forced me into these horrible jobs. And I've been cursed. Cursed in my life. Do you understand? I took jobs when I had no choice. I didn't know any better. I thought this was life. What are you going to do? I painted offices, commercial offices, attorneys' offices, with Andy, the Jehovah's Witness. And let me tell you something about painting office space with a Jehovah's Witness. No escape. All the offices are about the size of this room. They're about 12 by 12. Yeah. All right? Yeah. And all you do is roll on beige, Mustang or Navajo white all day long. Just you and the guy in a space this big. We'd work 10-hour shifts. You can't listen to the radio because he's, Jehovah ain't into the radio.
He won't let you.
Well, you can't listen to the devil music.
Huh? Oof.
I mean, I remember at one time.
Well, you were the kid, right?
I was 19.
Yeah.
And I'm working with the goddamn Andy, the Jehovah's Witness, named all his kids after the apostles. He's trying to get me out to Dodger Stadium for the big Jehovah Hoedown, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. And I'm about ready to kill myself. I'm trying to think, I wonder if I get a running start at that glass, if I can make it through.
Oh, yeah.
We're 18 floors above. I think if I put my shoulder into it, I can probably clear the observation deck and get all the way down to the street. I'm going to kill myself with Andy, the Jehovah's Witness. 10 hours in an office, no radio. One time I just went nuts. I put it on like KLOS or something. I just want to hear some rock. Some Bob Seger song came on, Main Street. Down on Main Street. And Jehovah Andy like dove on the radio like it was a loose football and like changed it. And I just went, I was so exacerbated. I said, Andy, Bob Seger, come on, Main Street's a nice song. What's the big deal? He's singing about visiting a prostitute.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, I can't make it through the glass. What if I just ate a gallon of this paint? You think I'd go into some sort of shock or seizure or something? I want to kill myself. Just you two in an office alone. And you know what you do when you're done with that office? You and Andy go to the next office, and then the next, and then the next. I worked 4 days a week, and I worked 10 to 12-hour days.
For how long?
It was like a year or something before they fired me.
For a year?
Me and Andy just
Is that when you were doing the carpet cleaning also?
Trapped in an office.
Wait.
That was the job. That was the single worst day of my life job. That was the job where I borrowed my friend's motorcycle down to Century City and I got towed. And I had to walk and hitchhike home and had a bunch of fags pick me up and I got raped. I made it home and I had to go get the bike out of impound and so bad. My life was so bad. So bad. Crazy. I've worked with born-agains and Jehovah's. Just locked in a room like we are right now for 10 hours, just staring at each other. No radio. Just the sound of paint drying. You know, that's a deafening silence, Drew. It really is. All right, we'll take ourselves a break. When we come back, we'll speak to Shelley, 27, wants to start taking nude photos for a magazine, wants advice on it. We'll tell her after this. Yeah, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Everclear's going to be in here day after tomorrow. Jamie Presley will not be in here.
Oh.
She, her publicist called producer Ann today, told her she heard me calling her nuts.
Oh, my God.
On the air, took some offense to it, and apparently canceled. I don't even remember calling her nuts. No? I probably
said
did.
The nutty one.
Yeah. Well, she is a little nutty. I don't know why that's such a bad thing.
But in the best possible way.
Well, maybe not the best, but
no, we like
the worst.
She's done the show a couple times.
Well, listen, you know she's a little nutty because she canceled because I called her nutty.
Yeah, well, she didn't.
Or her publicist. No, she said she called her publicist.
Oh, really?
Although who knows what that doesn't mean anything. That's a beautiful business. All right. Well, listen, if you're a nutty person, isn't it okay to call you nutty? Why is that such a bad thing?
I don't know.
You know, it's like David Arquette. I call him nuts.
He shows up.
He shows up 5 minutes later, starts yelling at me in the studio. But he's a nutty guy. We know he's nuts. Andy Dick is nuts. You know, people are crazy in this business. Why is it such a big deal?
I mean, nutty and cute are sort of similar terms.
Well,
yeah.
All right.
I mean, nutty is not... Wait, listen, nutty is not sick.
No. Yeah, and Carmen Electra's coming in instead, so... we'll live with that.
Okay.
Shelley, you all right with that, drum?
Yeah, I like Carmen.
Yeah, I see. Shelley, 27.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, you want to start taking nude pictures?
Well, I have done some amateur stuff in my own home, just playing around.
Well, who hasn't?
With girlfriends, just to see how it would turn out, And they turned out really good, and I think that I could probably make a lot of money off of that. I would never want to consider being a stripper or in pornography or anything like that.
Isn't nude pictures pornography of sorts?
It is pornography.
Not anymore.
Yes.
Not anymore.
No.
I meant pornographic movies. I would never consider that. I just kind of wanted to get Dr. Drew's opinion on that.
What kind of magazine do you see yourself in?
Something like Playboy.
I see. Well, we all see ourselves in Playboy. But the reality is only a very small percentage of women who pose nude make it into Playboy. And then the others start sliding down a little bit. And the problem with the slide is the further you slide, the more graphic you get. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the more exploitative.
Yes, they're not as classy as Playboy, the other magazines. I haven't looked at all of them.
And even no matter what, taking your clothes
so
off.
are you super hot?
Well, I am attractive. Yes, I'm nice to look at. Guys like me.
Where do you live?
Well, come on now. I don't want to give everything away.
Yeah.
What if somebody recognized my voice?
Yeah.
He's inviting you down here.
What state do you live in?
Arizona.
Oh, well, now, game on. Every guy in Arizona knows who we're talking about, right? It's no different than her saying California. You'd know who she was, right? Oh, yeah, sure, Shelley from
Stu?
Yeah. We went to high school together.
So you don't...
All right, so you want to... All right, what else?
I could do that and make some... I mean, it's a gift that I was given.
Yeah, but there's a lot of consequence to that. There may be a time in your life when it's not so advantageous to have done something like that.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not planning on entering like a beauty pageant or being a teacher or anything like that.
I see. What do you do now?
Right now, I didn't graduate high school. I tried junior college, and I agree with you, Adam. It sucks. It's not going to get me anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just working, getting by right now, and
what are you doing?
Right now, I'm working at...
No, what are you doing, let's say, a year and a half from now?
A year and a half from now? Well, I don't see it getting any better.
No, I'm
I don't
kidding.
have any higher education. I don't...
Hold on a second. Didn't graduate high school. Shocking.
Mental note.
What are you doing now for a living? Right now, or let's say when I'm in my 40s?
Translation, I don't want to tell you.
By the way, right now is bad.
Yeah.
Whenever they answer that, well, right now I'm kind of in between, yeah. Shelley?
Yes.
Listen, what do you do for money now?
Right now, I work in a grocery store.
Right now?
Yes.
Right this now. Right this very second. What do you do at the grocery store?
I work in a deli.
I see. And how about getting yourself a job where you can sort of use your looks to make a little extra change, but it's not exactly pornography?
I did waitress for years.
I'm talking about mud wrestling. No, yeah, cocktail waitress.
No, what about
I did do that for years, and my looks did get me extra money.
Sales.
Yeah.
The kind of people, it's the atmosphere of restaurants. I really...
Shelley, you must be eligible for other kinds of jobs, I would think.
I used to run around. It's a bunch of parties.
But I guess, it's got to be hard.
I'm not into that kind of thing.
I see.
It's got to be hard not having any diplomas or college or whatever.
I'm sorry?
Never slowed me down. I'm literally a millionaire with no diplomas. Shelley?
Yes.
I'll tell you what then. Take those nude pictures, right?
Okay.
And submit them to Playboy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't accept them, then your career's over. Because you're not doing anything other than Playboy, right?
Well, are there other things out there? Do you know?
Well, you got Gent and Jugs and Hustler and
are
Busty and 40 and Affable
and in any way reputable?
No, you're gonna. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you do this, Shelley? Just do a little legwork. Head on down to the newsstand. Go into the porno section and see if you find a couple magazines that strike your fancy. Take them home with you. Find out where they're published and send them some pictures. There you go, baby. There's a life plan.
To me, it just seems like you're.
It sounds like you're not.
Yeah, it sounds like just.
Well, what do you want me to do? I know a few
Drew,
guys.
what do you think?
What do you want us to say? Goofball?
What do you think, Drew?
I think it's a desperate move.
This is the problem with being
exploiting
good looking. You sit around, listen, Shelley, you're good looking, and here's the problem. No one seems to care enough to pay you for it. You want to figure out a way to use your looks to make some money to sort of avoid life. You don't want to get an education. You don't want to get a skill.
I would like to get an education, and right now I have to work full-time to support myself. I can go to school, too, but about the only thing I can get into right now is junior college. I did get a GED, but I've kind of when I was a teenager, I made a lot of wrong decisions.
No
yeah, but you can pull it back together now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
That would be a way that I could get
Education.
money.
Education.
What would you like Drew to clue you in on?
Whether or not that would, if I could do that, because I've heard so many bad stories about the industry.
Yeah, you're going down a slippery slope that's not going to lead you where you're looking to go. I'm sure of that.
You're going to have like a handful of midgets humping you.
You're looking for a way to find meaning and a sort of a career, and you're looking for ways that.
I wanted to get into modeling for a while, but I chose carpet cleaning and painting with Andy, the Jehovah's Witness, and I stand by that decision. Thank God I didn't get
loans
into that.
are available these days. Go back to school.
Where's she going? Drew, you believe me, I've been where Shelley is. As a matter of fact, I was 27, and Shelley's ahead of where I was when I was 27. You got nowhere to go. You know you're a bad student.
Yeah,
Everyone keeps talking about school, but you suck.
Well, you still at least did comedy training through all that. You did some training. You did something.
That's
Develop
right.
a skill.
Go do something.
Develop a skill.
Andrea?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, I have this infatuation with this radio DJ. It's on 90.
Huh? What? Is that a bogus call?
No, she was going to talk about the station.
Well, so what?
I'm asking a question.
You can't mention the station.
All right. Anderson slipped up in there. Listen, we don't care what the call letters of the station is.
Okay.
All right. Anderson's going to explain to me whatever he's going to explain during the break. But you're obsessed with someone who's on the radio.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you calling from?
Portland.
I see. And why are you obsessed with this person?
I don't know. He's just awesome, you know? It's like, I can't even work, you know, because I have to be home to listen to his radio and show and everything.
Why don't you bring a radio to work?
Well, I work at a video store, so it's kind of hard.
I see. And
he needs full attention.
By the way, this is when I'm in charge, I'm going to round up everyone who works at a video store and put them in internment camp. I'm going to put them in a big wheel that they all walk on to power the city.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, because you guys are the dregs of society. The people that cannot be employed in other jobs are employed at the video store.
Maybe Shelley. Was that
I'm
name?
18 and I'm still in high school.
All right, baby. You're fine.
It's the only job I can have.
All right, baby. You got a bone through your nose or anything?
No.
No, you're okay?
Yeah.
Not a bunch of tats?
One.
Well, you're in high school.
What is it?
It's ex-boyfriend's initials.
All right, and you know this obsession is not good, right?
Yeah, I know.
All right. So find other more productive things to do with your life.
I just wanted to know if it was normal, you know?
No. So it's normal to have some obsessions, but...
You ever met the guy?
No, but I've seen him at concerts and stuff.
Why don't you go meet him?
I don't know. I always call and talk to him on the radio and everything.
Yeah.
No, do you think he likes you?
No.
I've never actually met him in person, so he doesn't know me.
Let me tell you something about radio guys. You think they're celebrities. They know they're not celebrities. They have very low self-esteem, radio guys.
Well, he always calls himself a fat ass and stuff.
There you go. You can pick up on this guy. What do you look like?
Like 5'7", 130 pounds, you know.
All right, hold on, let me do some radio math here.
You're overweight.
Hold on, Drew. 5'7", 135?
Yeah, about that.
Carry the 5, bring it about 4. Okay. I got 5'4 3/4", 151. It's a little bit stocky.
I'm like tall, dude.
That's all right. He's a fat ass, though.
Yeah.
All right, so go over there. Maybe you guys can have a bunch of fat kids.
Listen, you're high school. It's normal to have some obsessions, but focus on doing other things that are more productive for yourself. Make yourself feel good.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the obsession will settle down with time.
That's right. Robert?
It's usually depression at that age. You had obsessions, Jesus Christ. Robert.
Oh, how dare you. Robert, you're 25.
Yeah, I wanted to know who I would contact. I have a history of cancer in my family. My grandmother died from it.
What kind of cancer?
I don't recall.
Okay, most people have grandmother that died of cancer.
Okay.
Okay, that's not really necessarily a history of cancer. It's people that get in their 50s and different kinds of cancer, lung cancer, breast, colon cancers, lots of breast cancer for the women, that kind of thing.
She had 2 kinds of cancer. I don't know which. And over the weekend, I found that there's an irregularity in my chest. It's about half the size of a marble or so.
Well, have you made a will out? Oh, what's funny?
It's behind your breast.
You got that history of cancer.
Behind your breast?
You got that one grandparent who died at 84.
Yeah, it's...
Are you on any medication?
No.
Do you smoke pot?
Nope.
Well, have you had anything like that earlier in puberty?
Mm-mm.
Because it's normal for men, you're 25, it's a little old to be getting that, but it's normal for men to get some breast enlargement at some point during their development.
Robert, why don't you find out what kind of cancer your grandmother died of so you can look for it?
I think it was skin cancer. I just remembered it before I called.
How old was she?
Huh?
How old was she?
She never said.
She was very old.
Her birth certificate or whatever that she gave us says she's about 43, which would make her younger than my mother.
43 when she died?
She made up her age.
Okay.
The year that she gave it.
Look, you get this thing taken care of. The probability of it being cancer is rather remote.
What I wanted to know is who do I call to find out what it is.
Just go to a general surgeon and they'll remove it.
You got any other problems, Robert?
They may not even remove it, Frank. They may just do a mammogram and that'll be that. I doubt this is cancer, but it's worth looking into.
They should at least call it a manogram if they're going to do it on a dude.
It's called gynecomastia, and men get this from medication. They get it from puberty. They get it from smoking pot.
Wait a minute. Gynecomastia is men with breasts, isn't it?
Yeah, breast enlargement. That's what he's getting. He's getting a little breast development, breast bud behind the nipple.
But he's feeling a lump. He's
behind the nipple. It often presents as just a lump behind the nipple.
But don't guys have...
It's painful.
Gynecomastia... How do you pronounce that?
Gynecomastia.
Comastia. That's when men are forming breasts, is it not? That's what people call it.
In its most severe form, yeah, but it's just a little marble back there. Can be gynecomastia, too. You haven't taken any Tagamet or anything like that? Over the counter?
I don't take any pills.
Nothing. Okay.
What do you do for a living?
I work in a tech support place.
I see. All right, so all clear now.
All right, Robert. Go to see a general surgeon. They'll take it out, or get a mammogram, and that'll be that.
Robert doesn't sweat the details with the, well, Grant, we got a history of cancer in our family, yeah? Yes, my grandmother died of it. I see. What kind of cancer? I don't know.
People just think cancer is...
And how old was she when she died? I don't know. Aren't those 2 major things you'd want to know if you were looking into this?
Yeah.
History of cancer. You know what I'm saying? All right, very important. Our listeners, they don't sweat the details. That's what I love about them. When we come back, we're going to talk to Anthony. Anthony is 15, had sex with about 20 girls at 15. Let me hear this. Wow! Let me hear this guy's voice. Anthony?
Yeah.
20 girls?
Yeah, about 20.
What were their names? Ready?
Ready?
Starting at the beginning. Go.
The first one was Crystal. Then, I had my first ever sexual experience was like a threesome. It was just me and 2 girls. And
Crystal and what?
Huh?
What were the names?
It was Crystal, and the other girl, she was,
a guy?
No. She was like Indian, but, her nickname was Money, but her real name was like Manpreet or something like that.
You guys making this up.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
No, I'm not making it up.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the next 5. Ready, go.
The next 5?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. One was Beverly.
Keep going.
No.
Keep going with the names.
Oh, okay.
I don't need a dossier on everyone. I said give me the names. Go.
Okay, just hold on. I'm trying to think. It's Beverly, and then there is Manpreet, and there is...
All right, hold on. When I was 15... you want me to give a rundown of people I had sex with at 15? Let's see, there was me.
There was Barbara, what was her name, the from Maud?
There was a hamper, a beanbag chair, a honeydew melon, my sister's hamper. What I mentioned? Did I mention me? Then there was me and me when I had a threesome one night. That's when I used both hands to jack off.
Some pillows were involved.
That's right.
Toothbrush.
That's
Electric
right.
toothbrush.
That's right. All right, we got to get to Anthony because he's 10 kinds of nuts after this. Yeah. Well, I'm hungry, Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Everclear's going to be in here on Wednesday, and then the tantalizing Carmen Electra.
And Valerie Ray Miller.
Valerie Ray Miller, yes. From Dark Angel.
That's tomorrow.
Good. Oh, it's tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's how they have it written down.
Yeah.
All right. Good times, huh? Anthony?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I was nervous. I took some of my medicine. I'm trying to calm down now, but
I see. Well, as long as you took your medicine.
Are you bipolar?
No, they diagnosed me. They said I'm manic depressant with psychotic features.
That's bipolar. That's what I mean.
Well, that's not okay. They said manic depressant. And
manic depression is the same thing as bipolar.
It is.
It's the exact same thing.
Okay. And they said I have psychotic features too, but.
Oh my God! How did you nail 20 chicks?
He's manic.
You think you're Napoleon?
He was hypomanic.
I was totally sane in high school. Couldn't get laid.
No, I don't even know how. I mean, I went to this party once. It was a rave. It was like down in West Sad.
All right. But listen, have you really had sex with 20 women?
Yeah.
When did you start having sex?
When I was right before I started junior high, which I was like 13.
I see. All right. And what's your question?
Because I don't know. I haven't had sex now for it's been 2 months, and it's all I think about. I have counselors and everything, and it's they can be ugly girls, that I wouldn't consider me attracted to, but I'm just thinking about, having
Anthony, probably something happened. Were you sexually abused growing up?
Well, yeah.
And so now that sort of wires you in such a way that all your feelings become sexualized. It's sort of the only way you experience yourself. It's the only way you manage your feelings. Everything gets funneled into that sort of tunnel.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're bipolar, so your whole biology is sort of...
well, maybe that's why he's bipolar.
Because of that experience?
What happened to you?
My dad.
He sexually abused you?
Yeah, when I was 8, and then everything just ended. The case got closed because of my next door neighbor. She talked to the DA and stuff happened. And
all right.
But yeah.
Where's your dad now?
I don't know. That's why we moved, because he was he knew where he lived still and everything when my mom kicked him out of the house.
I see. He sounds like a dynamite individual. I'd really love to meet him one day. Really, I hope someone puts a pickaxe in the back of his head while he's sleeping. Hey, Anthony?
Yeah?
Listen, you got some problems. Sex is not the answer. I know it all feels, every impulse you have turns into a sexual impulse.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
You just listen to me. You got to stay with your therapy. You got to stay with your medication. You got to understand that it's a normal impulse.
Look into SA.
But that you don't have to act out on it. I mean, listen, everybody. The impulse is understandable. It makes you human. But here's the deal. Okay, here's what I'm going to say.
It's an addiction, though.
How dare you? How dare you interrupt my impulse discussion?
Go ahead.
Where was I? Okay. You're going to get impulses, and you'll get them your entire life, unless you're like me, in case your impulse is to nap or wait to die. I look at napping as a sort of purgatory before death. That's a little mini death. Experiment with death. That's how I know I'm going to enjoy death.
I see.
I enjoy napping.
Good.
I mean, it's a long, long nap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with no construction and no garbage men picking up at 6 in the morning. It's an extended nap. But here's what I want to say. You're going to get impulses your whole life. You don't have to act on them. It takes you a while to realize that just because you have an impulse, you can ignore it. And I know I'm oversimplifying this, but you're scared of the impulses. You want the impulses to go away. The impulses won't go away. You work on not acting on the impulses, because the impulses is the way you're wired, man, and that's going to be there for a long time.
It can be rewired a little bit, but he's going to have to do a lot of work. SA is a way that he can rewire things a little bit, and it is kind of an addiction. If they could stop, they would.
Yes.
And if you can't, that's when you need some help with that.
All right. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk to Steve. He's infatuated with his English teacher. I just want to make sure it's a chick. Steve?
Yeah?
Is it a chick?
Yeah.
Okay. You okay, Steve?
Yeah.
You crying?
No.
You've been laid before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, because he sounds like a Vietnam vet in his 40s. We'll take a break. I'm not talking to Steve when we come back, by the way. I didn't appreciate his energy. We'll be back. Yep, Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. All right. You ready to roll here, Drew?
I'm ready. Let's keep rolling.
Talk to Justin. Justin's 18. Justin?
Hi.
What's up?
Not a lot.
All righty.
I've got a question, Dr. Drew.
Yeah?
I was masturbating today, and I came, and there was blood in it.
Yikes.
That's actually fairly common. It doesn't necessarily mean anything serious.
Yeah.
It's important to have it looked into when people get that. It can be infections of the epididymis and prostate, and it can even be stones and things like that. But more often than not, it's
What's
not.
that about being stoned?
More often than that,
No, it could be stones, Stoner.
Oh, okay.
More often than that, it's nothing.
Listen, if I shot some Thousand Island out of me, I'd be running for the hospital.
Yeah, go ahead.
You hear me? With the penis still out. I wouldn't even holster the penis. I'd be running, screaming with my penis out. That's right. That's the sound I would be making as I was heading down the street barefoot, pants around my ankles, waving my arms over my head like an orangutan.
And you want to see a urologist. That's the kind of doctor you want to see.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Drew has a wicked sense of humor. He often sends his patients to different specialists. Remember that time that chick should have gone to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and you sent her to a podiatrist? Yeah, that was funny.
It was great.
Okay, botched your surgery. I didn't know nothing about that. What she said? She's breathing out of a trachea now?
Yeah, man.
You should go to a urologist. Blood squirting out of your penis. Yeah, you should go to a urologist.
Are you kidding?
Serious?
You're kidding, man.
Yeah. Could be stones. Stones? How do you know I'm stoned? I think Justin has been smoking the weed. Justin?
Yeah.
You smoking a lot of weed?
No.
Just a little bit then?
No.
Mom's on the other line?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hey, screwed.
Boy.
Mom is on the other line. I was yelling to my Emmy winning partner, Jimmy Kimmel, about how you just can't get away with squat today on the phones.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy called me at 9 o'clock tonight. I looked at my caller ID, said Jimmy Kimmel on it. Jimmy likes to screw around.
Yeah.
You know, hello?
Oh.
Yeah, hi? Yeah, hi, Jimmy. Oh, Christ. How'd you know? It said your name on the phone when I picked it up. Screwed. No more. No longer is the phone a weapon to adolescent boys.
Mm-hmm.
Think about all the hanging up you used to do on girls. Think about all that screwing around.
Can't do that
Wait till
anymore.
she pick it. Can't do it. You can't. They'll star 69 you. And now you can't even let the phone ring and then hang up on the answering machine because
come up.
theoretically it'll come up or they'll be looking at it at the ID.
Ooh.
You're screwed. Remember how you relied on that?
Now they got the whole cyberspace though to do all kinds of interesting things like that. That's where they're acting that stuff out now.
The phone is not a useful weapon anymore for guys.
It's the web now. That's the weapon.
Oh, I'll never forget. I like this chick, Beth. It was like 8 years ago. She was the first person I knew to ever get this caller ID. I didn't even know.
Ringwald?
No. Tea Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even.
Wait a minute. Didn't she show up? Wait, no.
She never showed up anywhere.
You've mentioned her before.
You want to use more last names? Jackass? Jesus Christ. There's lives at stake here, Drew. I dug this chick like 8 years ago.
8 years ago, not 15 years ago.
15 through 8.
Okay.
That was like 8 years ago. But I decided to play cool, because she'd been giving me the runaround for like a year.
Is she married now or anything?
I don't think so.
Maybe
what?
Give her a call.
I should give her a call?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd know, though. She'd just got caller ID.
So
here's my
call
point.
her and talk to her.
Here's my point.
You're a millionaire now.
I called her and hung up like 10 times.
Yeah.
And then she called me a couple days later. Whatever. She's like, have you been calling me? And I'm like, no, how dare you? I've not been calling you. I told you it was off, baby. I'm over. Who is this? I don't know who this is. I don't recognize the voice. Beth who? I know many Beths. I've been out enjoying a carefree bachelor lifestyle. She's like, yeah, I got this caller ID. It says you called like 14 times the last 4 hours. I'm like,
well, it's like swingers.
Then there's that kind of lie where you're lying. Everyone knows you're lying. You just have to keep moving forward with it. But you kind of fade out at the end. It says my caller ID you've called 14 times the last 4 hours. I don't know about that. Those are kind of like open-ended lies. You just kind of trail off and then change subjects.
Just leave it open as a possible mistake.
It doesn't sound like me. Anyway, how about them Dodgers, too? Looking tough. I know it's preseason, but they're really looking like they got a squad this year. Marty? Yeah.
What's going on, Adam?
You're 21.
Yeah, what's up, Dr. Drew?
How are you?
What's up?
You guys are awesome, man.
Thank you.
I got this problem.
Yeah.
All right. Me and my girl, we try and try and have sex about 4 or 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I like going down on her a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every time I go down on her, the day after, I get like this canker sore, or my tongue gets sore on the side.
Well, don't spend so much time down there, maybe.
How long are you down there?
Oh, for a long time.
Yeah, all right. That's irritating your tongue. You get a canker sore. And you can then, if that's a herpes virus, you can then transmit that to her.
I thought all canker sores were herpes. Yeah, now it's not.
Yeah, probably.
I got on my tongue, it'd be herpes,
Yeah.
don't you worry.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's right. I get a mosquito bite on my ass, it's herpes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long are you down there, Marty?
Oh, man, as long as I can.
What does that mean? Give me a number. Minutes.
I'm we'll say about 5 minutes.
Damn, bitch. Wait a minute, 5...
About.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Weren't you expecting an hour and a half?
Yes.
5 minutes?
I was expecting 30 minutes.
5 minutes doesn't sound that long, does it?
No.
Let's go. Marty.
What's up?
5 minutes doesn't sound like a long time.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Afterwards, that's when I start feeling the soreness.
And that's when you stop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm getting at.
I see. Well, that's when...
Does she have an orgasm?
Oh, yeah.
No, so if she has an orgasm in 4 minutes and 45 seconds, why bother staying down there?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But my problem, I mean, what is it? I mean, is that normal?
Yeah, it's irritation, Marty. Just
really?
cool out. Take it easy.
Well, what do you mean take it easy?
Maybe,
what do you want him to do?
Maybe not go down there so frequently, and when you go down there, spend a little less time.
Well, he's got to give her the orgasm, right, Marty?
That's right. Hey, Dr. Adam.
Yeah.
How long do you stay down there for?
You know, my policies, if that's the way they're having the orgasm, I stay down there until they have the orgasm. Now, sometimes I get tired halfway into it, and I'll call Waldo up. Waldo's a guy who works around my house. He'll tap out.
Did Dave used to do that for you, too?
Dave will get down there. Another guy used to work around the house.
That's why you fired him. I knew.
He wouldn't shave his beard. He would not shave that beard. I put him down there for a while, and then I'll come back in after a gargle and watching Sports Center or something like that. But, yeah, I'll stay down there. I'm in for the long haul.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's a commitment. You get down there, you got to give the orgasm. If they're not, you try, you give it your best shot. If they're not going to have it, you tap out, you get out of there. Yeah, that's the way I am. It's my policy. Megan?
Yeah?
You're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
I wanted to know if you, smoked, marijuana or drank in, the first 3 weeks of, a pregnancy, what would it do?
What's going on back there, Megan?
What do you mean?
What's in the background?
Oh, I'm watching TV.
I see. Hold on a second, Megan. I'm going to put you on hold for about... you've been on hold for 50 minutes?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you about 10 more minutes, all right?
Oh, okay.
All right, watch TV. The TV better be off when we come back to you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, let's talk to Steve. Steve?
Yeah.
You're 15?
Yep.
Mr. Personality. You're attracted to your English teacher.
Yeah.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
That's healthy.
Yep.
Well, what do you want? What do you want from us?
Is that normal?
Yes.
What am I supposed to do?
Nothing.
Be 15.
Go home and whack off.
Yeah, don't wear sweatpants to school.
Don't wear sweatpants?
Yes.
Why not?
There you go.
You can't even do that kind of boner math, genius? All right.
Yeah. Your impulse was correct on him in the first place.
Yeah, he's an idiot. And listen, Lauren, that's not a question that I'm attracted to my teacher. That's a statement. You know what I mean? That's all right. You're doing a good job. I'm just telling you in general. Allison.
Hi.
Hey, you're 17. What's up?
Yeah, okay. I'm adopted, and I'm going to be 18 in January, and I was wondering if there's any way I can ever find out who my biological parents are. My parents told me that the place is like, I don't know, it's like doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So
I'm certain there are people that can do this for you.
Yeah, you can do it. Although they're not going to be in one place.
The two parents.
Yeah. One's going to be at the YWCA, the other will be at the YMCA. You see? So you may have to travel across the street to find them.
Yeah, well...
Do you really want to see that wreck of a woman you came from?
Well, I don't know. I've always wondered. I don't want to hurt my parents' feelings or anything. It's just... I mean, wouldn't you want to know? You know what I mean?
No, not me. Listen, I know my parents. I don't want to know. I wish I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
What if you've been adopted by one of the families on the hill there in North Hollywood? Then you went back to find your parents, and you found your parents.
I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. Well, listen, I have once in a while this comes up. I have a step-grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he was like my only grandfather I had because he was around before I was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was an intelligent guy. He was nominated for an Academy Award. He was a writer. He spoke a few languages. Was very articulate, very interesting, very worldly,
non-Carolla-like.
Yes, very worldly, loving, caring, great man. Okay, not blood. The real blood was a guy beat on my grandmother, walked from San Francisco to L.A., back in the teens, and was basically a short-order cook alcoholic.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes people say to me, oh, you're working on a movie. You got that gene, just like your grandpa. And I go, no, my grandpa's a short-order cook who beat on my grandma, who was an alcoholic and an idiot. So I don't want to know that. I really don't. It slows me down. You understand? You don't need to know. It is a slap in the face to the beautiful people that adopted you or bought you, however it worked.
I know, but it's just, I'm so curious, though, because they said that I have, brothers and sisters, and they live, near me. I don't know.
That's going to be weird.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything special, I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I know. But if I decided...
And the dad, you'll be lucky if the mom knows where the dad is.
Yeah.
All right, but your biological parents encourage it?
Your adopted parents.
Oh, sorry, adopted parents.
Well, I haven't really talked to them about it. I don't think they would, though.
Yeah.
There's got to be better things to be spending your time doing at your age.
Slap in the face.
Yeah, well, I don't really think about it that much. I was just wondering if...
It's possible.
What if
figure it out.
What if they went to a sperm bank and used a sperm?
Yeah.
Would you need to find the person who donated the sperm?
No, I don't
Why
know
not?
about that.
Why not? Same logic.
Okay.
Same logic.
Yeah.
When did your mom give you up for adoption?
Oh, I was a baby. I was...
All right, same thing. So what if someone had just taken random sperm and mated it with a random egg? Would you need to find those people?
No.
No.
I know what you're saying.
All right, there you go.
Make me feel stupid, Adam.
No,
I don't want to make you feel stupid, but what I mean is, you go get a dog from the pound. Does the dog need to find the bitch that hatched her in the alley?
No.
Or can't your dog just be happy with who's raising it?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
It's understand that it has nothing to do with you.
Your dog doesn't care where it comes from.
It has nothing to do with you. Everything about you was in relation to your adopted parents. That's who you are.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I totally know what you're saying, and that's what I feel too. But I was just wondering if I ever wanted to do that. Is it possible?
Yeah, of course it's possible. And it's possible
even though
these
the
days.
place is shut down, how would I?
I don't know how you would, but with information available the way it is these days,
we got this
detectives and things. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Allison.
Okay,
don't become obsessed with this.
Oh, I'm not.
It means other things aren't going well in life.
Okay.
And look at these kids that are adopted. To me, that means your parents wanted you. I don't really get the feeling my parents wanted me. I know it sounds like a horrible thing to say. They're not bad. They're not really bad people.
They just didn't want you.
They weren't really. That's right. It was the only time in history where nobility was born into a family of peasants. Do you hear me? But here's what I'm saying. My parents had their problems. They didn't have any money. They broke up, shortly thereafter. I was born and my sister were born. I mean, I'm sure they wanted us 4 days out of the week, maybe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They didn't act like it, really. I mean, they were decent people. They did the best they could with what they had. But a lot of people, a lot of friends you have, that brother, you know these guys where they got a brother and a sister that are 11 years older than they are?
Right.
They weren't planned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was the 60s. They didn't have people didn't get abortions so freely back then, so on and so forth. I mean, what percentage of the population is wanted was actually planned on? You didn't want triplets. Aha.
No, we didn't.
No,
we were...
Oh! You wanted one kid. You got a brood.
Yeah, but it's better to have multiple. You have to go through all that crap again. So we're delighted.
Very good spin. Good spin. Write down a letter and send it to yourself.
It wasn't vitro. It's a pain in the ass. You want to go through that again.
Here's my point.
What?
Okay. Here's what...
Wait, let me ask another question. What?
But can't you pick how many kids you want if you have an
No. Well, more so now than then. That they'd implanted 5, and you had about a 20% chance of getting 1 and a 1% chance of getting 3. We hit the jackpot. And you don't... That's it. That's what you get.
Yeah. Jackpot is a very good term for what you were doing in order to get those kids.
Yeah.
Jacked off in a pot, right?
And it was considered a jackpot.
Right. Here's my point. You didn't want those 3 kids. You wanted like 1.5, maybe 2. A lot of kids aren't wanted. But when you're adopted, you're wanted.
Yeah.
You know you're wanted. And like I said, I don't want to make too big a deal out of this. People slip up. They get pregnant when they don't want to be pregnant. They love their kids anyway. That's fine. I totally accept that. But your parents are saying, we want you. Yeah. We're going through great time, great expense, great effort to get you.
Yep.
And now what you're saying to them is, I got to go find the chick I fell out of 17 years earlier. It's a slap in the face. How dare you? How dare you adoptive kids go out and look for your biological
we have
parents?
We have to call her.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
I was on such a jag. I always feel like I'm running late on time when I'm on a roll. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
Usually you are.
Brady? Or Brandy?
Yeah.
You're 25. What's up?
Yeah, well, I was with this guy, and he went to prison, and I left, and then he got with my sister. My sister's in prison now, and fixing to get out of prison, and me and him are together. And what am I supposed to do when she gets home?
She's fixing to get out?
She'll be out on like the 9th of December.
I see. What's she? Well, just for fun, what's he in for?
Fighting.
Fighting.
He's not in there anymore. He's out now. He's been out for almost a year now.
I see.
Fighting and killing?
No, just fighting.
Fighting and stabbing?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just beating up somebody pretty bad, that's all.
With a knife?
No, with a pipe, a lead pipe.
Oh,
well.
We're talking about attempted murder, not fighting.
Yeah. No, they just got him for assault, so.
With a deadly weapon?
Assault with a deadly weapon, yeah.
All you screwed up people?
Is that different than attempted murder? Assault?
Would you what?
I guess, I don't know. What was the situation? Did he know the guy?
Do I know him?
No, did he know the guy he beat with the pipe?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Premeditated assault.
Yes. All right. How long did he do for fighting?
2 years.
Yeah, why don't you just call it scrapping?
Huh?
Just call it scrapping from now on.
Okay.
So he got out. I'm sure he had some priors, right?
No.
No priors?
No priors.
Just the one time he went after the guy with the pipe?
Yep.
Nothing before that?
Nothing before
that. Was he on speed when he did that?
Huh?
Was he doing speed when he did that?
No.
What was he doing?
Nothing.
Oh, please.
He was in love.
In love with what?
Me.
Oh, how dare you. What drugs does he do?
What drugs does he do?
Yes.
He smokes weed.
What else?
Nothing. He drinks. So do I.
What about the speed?
No, that could be alcohol.
No.
That's not pot. That's alcohol.
All right. You mongrels don't have any kids, do you?
Yeah, me and him have one.
Oh.
I have 5 kids total. Me and him have
5 kids total?
Huh?
Let me tell you something.
Huh?
Let me tell you what would be better for those kids.
What?
If you took the 5 kids, you strapped them to a telephone pole, hoisted them to the top, and relied on the wind to feed them and nurture them.
Well, I only have one of them. I only have the youngest one with me.
Where are the other 4?
With their dad.
Oh, all right. Has the state tried to intervene and sterilize you?
Yeah, they did that.
They did do that?
Yes, they did.
Who did that? Who did that?
Huh? Who did that? The doctor.
You had to ask for it, though, right?
Yeah, I asked for it.
Well, where's the man on this one?
And I think in the living room or in the kitchen.
No, not that man. Hold on a second. I gotta yell something. I got to yell for a minute here for a second. I want to put a goddamn garage on my own goddamn property. I got to head down to City Hall and blow half the people, half the staffers, and then make an appointment for the other group that were taking a sick day. I got to pay at the wazoo and blow everyone else up. Blow. I have to get down on my knees. They now have a hole in the front of the information booth that the person who works at booth can put their penis through. I can get down there, and to give them credit, they put a little gardening pad down there that I could get down on, so it wouldn't ruin my trousers. Yeah. And just start blowing, and they put a spittoon next to it. I gotta blow and reach around and finger the anus of everyone in L.A. County if I want a goddamn permit to build on my own goddamn property. But you want to hatch out 5 kids, more kids than you got teeth. And there is not anything anyone can tell you about it. You know why? It is your right. It's your right. It's your God-given right.
Screw other people up.
Yeah, it's your right. It's your right to feed the welfare system. It's your right to feed the prison system. It's your right to hatch a bunch of drug addicts and a bunch of criminals. Jesus Christ. Let's
take a break, compose ourselves, and go back to her. I want to talk to her some more. No, I'm interested.
How dare you? Brandy?
Huh? Yeah.
What? Why do you only have 1 kid and the 4 with the other guy?
Because that's just the way it worked out.
Oh, okay. Well, that clear. I see.
The first ones have the same dad, and then the last ones have different.
Ones?
You just let your kids go? No big deal?
No, it's just the way circumstances worked out.
So you just let your kids go? No big deal?
No, I didn't just let them go. It didn't work like that.
What happened?
And they were taken.
The court got involved there?
Yeah.
Why? Why were they taken?
Because I was...
All right. Ooh, with the F word there, Brandy. All right, hold on a second, Brandy.
But that was fairly expressive and accurate.
She was effed up. Brandy, we're going to take a break. I'm going to turn your life around when we come back.
Okay.
All right?
Uh-huh.
But not 360, because that's right at the back where you were. I'm going 180.
Okay.
And I'm going to kick you in the ass and head you toward Canada.
Okay.
And go over there and pollute that country. All right, please. We have a serious problem here. Let's not make light of it with the banjo music. Yeah, Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Everclear and Carmen Electra will be in here. Also, Ray Miller from Dark Angel.
Valerie Ray Miller.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that part. Valerie Ray Miller is going to be in here from Dark Angel. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. And let's get back to Brandy. All right, Brandy. So everything's a mess over here. Now, here's the big question, Brandy.
What?
So, Brandy, you got 5 kids.
Uh-huh.
Your boyfriend was in prison. He's out now. Your sister, who was with your boyfriend at some point, is now in prison, and she's fixing to get out on December 9th.
Yeah.
Right? And what's your boyfriend now? He hasn't been back to the pokey for over a year now, right?
Right.
And what is he doing now? Some form of construction?
He does, I don't know, something with like rain gutters and coolers and stuff like that.
Rain gutters and coolers.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of the place is called.
So he's doing roofing, maybe?
No,
No.
It's like it's King's Metal Shop or something like that.
No, it does a little metal fabricating.
Yeah.
This guy works in a metal shop.
Yeah.
He not only works with metal, he's like the Tin Man.
Yeah.
You know all my theories about guys who work with metal.
I'm seeing them come true every night.
Hold on a second.
Magically.
Drew,
You've
Just
never
wait
been wrong on
second.
that one.
I make a lot of allegations on the show, a lot of statements, a lot of things that people think are way out there, almost bizarre. I'm a heretic. I'm a racist. I'm everything, right? How much of the stuff I say is true, though?
Accurate.
How much? How much?
Fair amount.
Yeah.
This one is 100%.
The metal?
You never miss on metal.
Brandy?
Huh.
All right. So you're not going to have any more kids.
No.
And your sister's getting out of prison.
Uh-huh.
And your 4 other kids are with whoever the guy was.
Yeah.
Or is. What's he doing to him?
What, the guy that has my other kids?
Yeah.
Taking care of them?
He is.
Oh, yeah.
Is he an alcoholic?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Is he an abuser in any way?
He was to me, but the kids, no.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's Dick Van Patten to the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smacked the ass out of, but to the kids, he's Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the way it works. I'm sure he's loving them good. And your person, the kid you have with you, how old is that kid?
10 months.
10 months. And boy or girl?
Girl.
Oh, good. Thank God. More strippers. And are you off the substances? Doesn't sound like it. No. How about you? Can you sober yourself up?
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
I am.
No,
you're
go to
not.
AA. Go to a program. You have a sponsor? No. Sorry.
Yes, I do.
No, you.
What
Yes,
step?
I do.
What step you on?
Do what?
What step you on?
Oh, I did those a long time ago. Like 2 years ago.
And you're still working with your sponsor?
Sometimes.
Same sponsor?
Mary Hall.
Same sponsor that you had when you did the step work?
Yeah.
And who are you sponsoring now?
Oh, you talking about Mary Hall?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, she does good work.
Who's that?
She's out in Littleton. Fantastic individual.
Who's
Yeah.
I have no idea. you listen. Hold on. Wait. You know when you talk to a kid, Drew?
Yeah.
And the kid comes in like he's 4 and he tugs on your sleeve and he says, Mikey, mama. And you go, Mikey, mama. And you start examining the conversation. Turns out Mikey's some kid he goes to school with you've never heard of before. Because that's how your mind works when you're 4. That's how your mind works when you're 25, by the way.
Oh, what?
Mary Hall?
Huh?
Fantastic individual. She's got a spotless record. Are you sober now, Brandy?
Yes.
Not this second, I mean in general.
Yes.
When's the last time you had a drink?
About 10 months ago.
All right, just
I thought you did the steps 2 years ago.
You should have. You got to redo your first step and get focused back on your program.
Why do I have to redo my first step? I was
Because-
celebrating having a kid.
Okay.
You're celebrating having a kid with a drink.
Yeah.
How ironic.
That's not recovery, Brandy. That's not recovery.
Hey, Brandy, what happened to you growing up? Seriously.
Nothing.
Seriously.
Nothing.
Who did something to you?
No.
What happened to you?
Nothing.
Where's your daddy?
At home?
Does he love you?
Yes.
What happened to you then?
Nothing.
Why did you go so horribly wrong?
I didn't.
Did you get dropped on your head?
Yeah, my aunt dropped me on my head a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you have some brain damage?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
How do you know you got dropped on your head?
Because they told me that. They got pictures of it.
You being dropped on your head?
Yes.
Hey, hold on. Hank, grab the Polaroid. I'm going to drop her on her head. All right, get down on one knee. Oh, okay. See the light? Oh, the light. Well, the light should be behind. You should be behind you, right, Hank? Okay, turn around. Or you come change place with me. Well, not over the carpet, you dang fool. It's padded. No, do it over the linoleum. It's right on a nice slab there. Okay, you ready? Hank, can you get... is your head in the picture? The last time we dropped on your head, you don't get a shot of that. Are you ready? Now, don't screw it up this time.
She reminds me like a feral child. Like she was raised, like run free in the woods or something.
I know. I can't get enough of Brandy. Brandy?
Yeah.
All right, baby. Oh, listen. So no more kids. We know that.
Yeah.
And no more drinking. And what about this guy who works in the metal shop?
What about him?
How much boozing is he doing?
He's not doing none.
Huh?
He doesn't do none.
Smokes pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Brandy?
What?
Don't screw up this little girl of yours, please.
I don't plan on it.
Please be a good mother.
If you were drinking, you were screwing her up.
Like I said, I haven't done it in 10 months now, and when I did, it was only just a little bit.
All right. right. Oh, she's smoking pot.
Yeah.
I'm not right now.
Yeah, not right now.
Wait a second.
Hey, Brandy, seriously, get into your sobriety, would you? For your
Yeah.
kid, please.
Yeah.
Come on, for your kid. For your kid. All right? All right. All right.
That's all that's important right now.
All right? And
Yeah.
forget about your sister.
I can't forget about my sister, because she's my sister, and she's bigger than me.
What's she going to do, beat you up when she gets out of jail?
Right. She might want to rip my head off.
All right. All right. Listen, what did they do? Did they tie your tubes?
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yep.
Please, take care of that kid, would you please?
Oh, I do very much so.
All right. All right, good luck. Yeah, that's a wonderful, wonderful lady. Dynamite lady. Dynamite individual. I'd like to get to know that family a little better.
Let's go for dinner. What do you think? Cranberry sauce?
I bet even they make fresh cranberry sauce. I really do. Brandy?
Huh?
For Thanksgiving,
Uh-huh.
cranberry sauce. Where do you get that cranberry sauce?
I don't know. At the store?
Well, did you make Thanksgiving dinner this year?
My mom did.
Uh-huh. Does she make fresh cranberry sauce or
No.
use canned stuff?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone who eats canned cranberry sauce, Brandy, that's Brandy, everybody. That is your soulmate. Soulmates! Do you understand? That's Brandy. That's you. You picture Brandy opening that can of cranberries with that family of felons she lives with. That's what you do. You feel good about that now, you idiots? There you go. Spokesperson for the Canned Cranberry Association.
Nice.
There you go. Ashley,
Yeah?
you're 14.
Yeah.
What's up?
Like, the weekend before Thanksgiving, I had a cousin of mine come spend the night with me from, like, Palm Desert. And, my cousin that lives in the area that I live in, California, he's, like, 6 months younger than me. And I thought it would be nice if he spent the night at my house with my other cousin because they don't get to see each other that often.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all like camped out in my living room, and she was on the couch, and then we were laying on the floor together, and then we talked for a long time, like all of us together, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I go to sleep, and then he says, Ashley, and I'm like, what? And then, you know, he's like, oh, okay. And it started out, the whole thing was just rubbing my back.
Oh, yeah.
And my arm, and then,
How old is he? 13?
He's 9.
No, he's 6 months younger than me, so he's like 14, because
Okay.
I'm going to turn 15 in December.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and so anyhow, I told him I was going to go to sleep, so I tried to go to sleep, and then his hand goes under my shirt and just starts to rub my back underneath my shirt.
Did you tell him to stop?
I didn't say anything because I was really shocked, and it went further than that, too. There was, like, groping my breasts and, like, going down my shorts.
Uh-huh.
And,
Let me ask you this real fast, Ashley. I know you had a hard time with your cousin, but we get this answer a lot. I was shocked. I couldn't do anything. But since when does shocked equal not being able to react?
Paralysis.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm crossing the street, a van comes screeching around the corner. I'm shocked. Yes, I'm shocked for a half a pigeon's heartbeat, and then I'm diving
Yeah.
out of the way. I'm not so shocked that I stand there for a long enough period of time for the van to actually run me over.
Why didn't you get up and walk out of the room?
I thought about it, but I just thought if I didn't say anything, maybe it would stop. Because I don't really like to confront people.
Yeah, where were these girls when I was in high school? The attrition women. And eventually he'll run out of energy and stop raping me.
Yeah.
So what happened? Anything ever happened to you?
Well, it stopped.
No,
before this. Anyone ever do anything to you?
Well, my mom's ex-boyfriend, there was a couple incidences where he would like walk in on me in the shower.
Yeah, well.
And there was like staring and stuff, but I'm not sure if there was any physical things with the ex-boyfriend.
See, when I'm in charge, I'll only give your mother and this guy
whipping,
a light whipping.
Cat of nine tails.
light beating.
Yeah.
Light beating for bringing this wonderful individual home to stare at you.
And that's the point. The guy that's going to stare at the 9-year-old is also going to be doing other sorts of inappropriate things that'll make you feel powerless. And
How old were you when you were in the shower?
Well, it started when I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And then we moved
only
out to
human.
California in the summer, so.
All right. Well, listen, you've got to break this cycle of victimization. You can't let guys do things to you don't want done. I don't care who they are.
Your impulse is right. You just got to follow it.
Doesn't matter how much you like them, how much you respect them, how much you hope to maintain a quality relationship with them. They are victimizing you, and you just leave. You don't be alone with people like this, and you get the hell out of there if anybody does anything to you don't want done.
Okay.
That's it.
Do you know what I should do? Because my cousin and I, we go to the same high school.
Yeah.
And do you know if I should say anything to him?
Yeah, listen, Ashley.
Stay away from him.
Just kind of avoid him and avoid those situations.
Okay.
I would make a big deal out of it. He's, a horny 14-year-old. He comes from your family.
Yeah.
He's a little screwy. Just sort of avoid it. You're all right. You're fine.
Okay.
Your husband will pay for this, but you're fine for now.
All right.
Just don't let it happen again. And here's how you don't let it happen. Don't get into those situations.
Right. Don't be alone with these guys.
Right.
No more campouts.
That's what I thought.
All right. Take care of yourself.
All right,
You're
thank
fine.
you. Bye.
All right. You can't even camp in your own living room without being raped. You realize that?
Yeah. It's just the word camping. If you're camping in your bedroom.
Sure, it's going to be great. Your kids are going to want to go camping soon.
I'm going to shriek. No.
You're going to say, screaming. And they're going to be going, listen, it's with Girl
Scouts.
With the Scouts, and we're going up there. We got to get our married bed. No!
I'm going with, night vision.
I'm going, yeah.
Like infrared material.
Infrared goggles.
Radar.
And the 30-06 with the 50-1 scope on it. I'll be on top of the mountain. Kid gets up to take a leak at 2 in the morning, warning shot on a tree next to him. Pew! He scurries back into the bag. Drew up there with the face paint on, looking like one of those Army commercials where the Rangers, I like when they rappel down a helicopter into a swamp and crawl around. You know the thing that's missing from every one of those Army commercials? The enemy. Everything but the enemy.
Or any sort of danger.
Yeah, it's like, 400 hours, we're up. 450, we're rappelling down a helicopter. 500, we're going through a swamp.
Army Reserve exercise. Your unit must locate a new water supply for a small town.
Wait a minute.
Hours water from a lake is treated and made safe to drink. On Saturday, you learn to handle pressure in the Army Reserve. So on Monday, it's easy back at college to handle a certain biology professor.
I see.
Answer, please, Ms. Perez.
Army is about finding water supplies. That's what
for
military is for. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
And sometimes irrigation for crops.
Yeah. It's not like the old Army commercials. 900 hours, blew up a gook village. 1100 hours, smoke weed out of a human skull. Yeah, I like the old ones that were more truthful. The armies were not the chipmunks who were out looking for water. All right, we'll be back. Hey, not too tired. Loveline. I'm Adam. There's Drew over there. Boy.
No.
But I do like, I was sitting around bored today about 8 o'clock in the evening. Looking forward to doing the radio.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. I like this job. And I can't say that about many jobs.
There is nothing like this job.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I've really made it a utopia for you, Drew. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. I want to thank you for that, Adam.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And I'm going to get around to that birthday present one of these days.
John? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get that
by the way,
foam dispenser from you.
Do not get me a Christmas present. Can we have an agreement?
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Done and done.
And can we have an agreement we just don't buy each other presents?
I think there's an unspoken agreement that we don't buy each other presents. Although I did.
I know.
I gave you the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
A year
Card
ago.
sense. I know.
The tint on the card.
And I owe you big for that.
Is that for your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a gift. But
no, I know.
Stuff's given every day. That gives you every day. John?
Yes.
You're 25. What's up?
I have a question. My girlfriend, her orgasms, it's like they'll start off really good, and then all of a sudden she just becomes in serious pain.
Where's the pain?
It's in her, like, the way she described it, it's like towards the upper front of her, I guess it'd be her uterus, or...
It's in her pelvis. It's in her abdomen.
Correct. I apologize. I'm not that familiar. It's just, I mean, she'd be perfectly fine, but it's like as soon as she gets into the orgasm, she like tends to tension up, and then, I mean, she'll end up like curling up into a ball.
Is that during intercourse, or?
Correct.
During intercourse she has this.
She's gone to see a doctor a few times, and they said that they can't find anything wrong with her.
No endometriosis, anything like that?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Any medication?
But, John, it's got to feel good to really hurt a woman with your penis that way, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm not, denying it, but...
Sure.
Oh, my God. Our men are sick.
Sure, pride a man takes to seeing his woman doubled over from an orgasm he gave her.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's no different than a hockey player putting a guy up against the boards and seeing him just slide down into a fetal position on the ice. Right?
You don't really want to hurt him, but...
Right. You don't want to end the guy's career, but
enjoyment out of it.
You wouldn't mind him seeing him, skating over the bench holding his forearm or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Is she on medication?
No, she was on doxycycline for a while, but she ended up getting some bad side effects to it.
What was she on that for?
I can't remember exactly what it was for. I believe that's what they prescribed her for that.
For what?
For her pain.
For the pain.
Well, that's prescribed. Yeah, it's prescribed for pelvic inflammatory disease and tubal infections, that kind of thing. So they were thinking there might be some infection there. So, interesting. She ought to keep pursuing this. Things like a laparoscopy may be necessary. I bet this is something like endometriosis.
Why from the orgasm?
Well, there's contraction of the muscles down there.
And the orgasm's when you're done. And now it's time for the pain to set in.
Yeah, but things move around.
What about the
pelvic organs move?
What about the adrenaline? No, I mean, like I remember, like any athlete will tell you, you're playing football or whatever, you're getting banged around a lot, you don't feel a thing. I mean, unless something breaks or becomes dislocated.
Right.
And then at the end of the game,
you feel it.
The next day you wake up in the morning, you see these bruises and welts on you.
Yeah, but she's not forgiving it after. She's getting it, she builds into it. And it sounds like some sort of spasm, and the irritation there, endometriosis is
I got a quick question for John, though. Hey, John?
Yeah.
What if she stopped right before the orgasm? You think she'd still have this pain?
Actually, every once in a while, she says that there is a spot that'll hit, and it'll just throw it completely off. And, I mean, it also sends her, I'm not sure if it's the same pain or if it's just something.
She needs to keep working this up. Laparoscopy in her future, I think.
Cleo? Caller goes by the name of Cleo.
Cleo with the...
17 and the nipple rings. That just sounds like a totally dead line.
Yeah.
Abigail?
Yes.
You're 25. What's up?
Okay. Dr. Drew, I watched your Sextra segment on the Extra. I was wondering if you can give me some relationship advice.
Sextra. Where were you there, Drew?
I don't know. I wasn't what I did today.
What was the special? What was it?
You gave about 3 guys some dating advice or something like that. So,
genius.
Anyways,
I would have caught that, but there's 3 other stations I got to watch.
And napping.
It was really good. I was like, wow.
Thank you, Abigail.
And so anyways, I haven't had a boyfriend for like 7 years, and I'm kind of thinking that's like a long time. And I've dated in between this whole time, and I never get to go farther than a month with a guy. Like,
and what happens?
Stop calling me.
He'll stop calling. We're going to do a segment coming up where it's like people can't get past the first couple dates. You know, why people stop.
People can't get past that.
People complain about
and Robert Downey Jr.'s gardener interviewed. Exclusive next.
And, I mean, everything goes really, really good. And, you know,
What do you think it is?
I'm sorry?
What do you think it is?
Sometimes I think either they have a girlfriend that kind of like, maybe like I'm just a rebound, or sometimes I think maybe they could be intimidated by me.
Why?
No.
Why would they be intimidated?
Forget that.
Yeah.
Just because like I'm kind of like, I'm very independent, and for a while I wasn't. I guess you could say I lived in San Diego, and I'm back here in Los Angeles. And sometimes I would date guys, and I tell them that I meet them here in LA or whatever. And
well, the only variable in this that's constant is you. And so it's either the kind of guys you're choosing or the way you conduct yourself in these relationships.
It's all you.
Yeah, it's you.
Listen, no, guys aren't intimidated by someone who's independent.
No, they're like that.
Yeah, you wish your wife get out of the house every once in a while.
Unless you chose a guy that is. So you got to be careful about the guys you choose. You've got to be clearer about who you are and what the relationship is. You've got to put yourself into it a little bit more. Keep getting out there. I suspect you're avoiding this for some reason. You're sabotaging somehow, and you got to figure out what that is.
Start drinking them wine coolers. We'll be back.
Adam said.